The investigation process of Lee Seung-hyun is as follows. 1. Public trial. Collect evidence and information. I have summarized the general content of more than 20 public trials in my previous videos. After the public trial, the first instance was held. The result of the first instance was that all 9 charges were established and he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Then, Lee Seung-hyun felt that the sentence was too heavy and appealed.
Then came the second instance, which was conducted in early 2022. At the same time, in January 2022, Lee Seung-hyun suddenly confessed to all 9 charges. The final judgment of the second instance was that all 9 charges were still established, but the sentence was reduced to 1.5 years. After the second instance, Lee Seung-hyun continued to appeal, but this time only appealed against gambling and foreign exchange transactions. Then came the third instance. Undoubtedly, the appeal against the crimes of gambling and foreign exchange transactions failed, and the original judgment that all 9 charges were established in a fixed-term imprisonment of 1.5 years was upheld. So far, the Lee Seung-hyun incident has ended. After sorting out, 2 problems will be found. First, why did Lee Seung-hyun suddenly confess his guilt during the second instance? Second, why did the appeal in the third instance only target the 2 charges of gambling and foreign exchange transactions, which were obviously impossible to appeal successfully, while ignoring other charges such as procuring prostitution, for which the evidence was obviously insufficient? After discussion, the answers to these 2 questions are: 1. Lee Seung-hyun confessed his guilt in the second instance as a result of coercion and inducement. It had been negotiated to force him to confess his guilt in exchange for a reduced sentence. 2. The reason for appealing against the charges that were obviously impossible to win in the third instance is that South Korean law allows at most 3 instances. Once the third instance is over, it is equivalent to closing the case. This operation is equivalent to eliminating future troubles and making it impossible for Lee Seung-hyun to overturn the case again.